The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
A guy coming off his best season as a pro. Here's Nick Chubb.
Yeah, boy, and it's tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. Second down.
Well, this defense for the Saints very strong in that victory a week ago.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Second down throw coming by Willis. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He was looking that time for Jameson Williams.
And it's 3rd and 4.
You look at the Saints defense.
They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
They forced 7 turnovers.
How many?
7. I mean, think about that number now. That's supposed to be a lucky number, right? Lucky for one side, unlucky for the other.
That is caught.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
The Patriots are the perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
60 Eagles, 19 Lions.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis. Into the hands of Williams across the formation.
12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Willis will look to pass again here.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Second down, here's Willis.
Flush to his right. They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play with one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Third down, it's Willis. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 27-yard line. A nice pickup of 17 yards. First down, they'll run with Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled there by Alex Anzalone.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Second down, Willis looks to throw here. Open man is Higgins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 13-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
A nice game there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering him. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And the Pats are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover.
The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On first down, Willis.
Flushed out right. That's going to be brought in by Higgins. And nothing there after the catch, but he does get this down to the 43-yard line.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The give running right is Chubb.
And down to the 41. You look at this Saints defense.
They've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Willis to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
For a team who came in here on a healthy winning streak, we're seeing some uncharacteristically bad play thus far. And that streak is definitely in jeopardy if this offense keeps giving the ball away and can't mount a few drives of their own.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
They'll look to throw here.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Picked up by DeMonte Kazin.
And the Patriots are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw, Willis.
Here's Higgins out on the right side. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Ready, break.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Let's go now.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Ready.
4th down, Willis. And they'll find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to pick up the Patriots' 1st down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th.
I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
On first down. Chubb going to get forward for only about a couple. 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Back to throw, Willis.
This pass complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice game there. This one goes for 20. Well, that's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Get it?
From the 10, 1st and goal.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll run with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Ready, ready?
Play action, Willis.
Rolling to his right. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots.
His 4th rushing touchdown of the year, his 5th overall. And the Pats post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy. I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Shot here on the ground.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll set up to throw.
This one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ballgame.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Pats are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Jameson Williams.
His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now 14-0.
14. Saints, nothing.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
3rd and 19.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is Fant on the short completion. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Saints going to call the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They get this out quickly to the left side.
Finding space at the 40.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
Throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant.
And outbounds right around the 20. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Back to throw again.
And that one to the right side and incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll try and run for it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great effort there.
With his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And you think about starting this drive, you've just given up a long touchdown, and you're down 14-0 early. If you don't score here, there's a chance you might have to pack this one in before halftime. So that's a great response to go down the field and finish it with the touchdown run.
And they'll accept that penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. 19 tight. 19 tight. 18. Pioneer. Let go.
To the air on first down. Here's Willis.
His throw incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd down and 1.
Viking 18. 70 Timberwolves. Cowboy 80.
They give the Chubb out of the gun. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
Now Willis.
Escaping the pressure right.
That pass caught. It's Williams.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 24 yards. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
On 1st down, Willis. And that, incomplete. Daylight in front if he could have held on, but he didn't. So instead, it's 2nd down.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 23. 3 first-half interceptions now. And, Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense, and try and get him back on track.
That's down the field for Jefferson.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by Cameron Bynum. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
All in all, pretty manageable deficit, Charles, here as they start this third quarter offensively when you consider the fact that in the first two quarters, they had two costly turnovers.
I think you laid it out there perfectly, partner. Very tough to hold a lead going into the break if you continue to hand it over on multiple drives.
Yeah, and obviously, Charles, it would be very tough to climb back into the game if those turnovers continue.
I would say borderline impossible. You keep turning it over, I don't know how you make up a deficit.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now back to throw.
This one left side caught by Gibson.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
Back to throw here. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah, the man to get home for the sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
Oh, the return is Callaway.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Patriots take over.
Let's go
New
now.
England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Ready,
They'll start out here with the option left. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Come on, set. Dragon 60.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Warrior 70. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
A big completion there against double coverage. And Charles, one of those guys had a pick on him earlier.
Yeah, so he didn't allow that to deter him at all, did he? In fact, it probably was a challenge. Okay, you got to pick me for? It's my turn now to make the big play, and that's exactly what he did.
Willis will look to throw on first down. This one caught downfield by Higgins.
He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now 2nd and 9.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60. Go.
And Chubb try the middle here.
And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at him and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Willis.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Willis on 3rd and goal.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Tyler Bass on for the field goal. A 28-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
That's the kind of play this offense desperately needed. They've got to be saying, our defense has kept us in the ball game. We're down, but we're certainly not out. And maybe that was the spark that they've been searching for.
Now a dump off here incomplete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And now they'll shift things around. Hands it off out of the gun.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year.
And the Saints are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
We see this a lot on third and short yardage, especially down here in the red zone. They're going to sell out to stop the run, try and hold them to a field goal. But once the running back gets past the first wave, the resistance can evaporate after that. And he not only picks up the first, but he takes it all the way into the end zone.
Prater for the extra point. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14.
Saints 14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now Willis to throw.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked up by Andre Cisco.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception.
And the Patriots are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Here we go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Ready.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard. Second down, here's Willis. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Cup 19, Cup 19.
Willis looking to throw on first down. There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb. And he's got this down to the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Here's Willis now off the play fake. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Again to throw, Willis on second down. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Again, Willis to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 17-yard line. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Let's go now.
So from the 17 now, here's a first and 10. Now Willis to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Quez Watkins, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots will add to their fourth quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
24, Saints 14.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. 2nd and 4. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set it up 1st and goal.
But how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Panther 11. Ready.
From the gun, here's Willis. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Panther Street, Panther Street. Ready.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line.
84 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and goal, Willis.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Patriots are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
They'll fire one downfield for Fant.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
On the ready.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried.
Touchdown!
Jameson Williams
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Patriots add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Bass on for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 14. Tyler Bass set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Felix Anudike-Uzomah
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
They're looking deep here for Flowers.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Pats are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
The 4th down pass. Intercepted. The Patriots
Very
take
good
over
starting
1st
position
and
for the
10
Patriot
at the
offense as they come up
50-yard
1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. Second down, Willis looks to throw here.
Throwing right, and that's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for New England, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon.
I can teach you how to get paid, how to get by, and how to get fly. I can teach you how to get cake, if not the whole thing, at least a little slice. Honestly, I'm an immaculate anomaly. I'm an organic organism, ain't no ordinary organs in them. I can't afford any synonymy.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the Southwest eating fufu. And the hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a